At least 36 people have been killed in a head-on train collision in Greece. More than 50 people are being treated in hospital with serious injuries. A passenger train was heading from Athens to Thessaloniki when it hit a freight train coming the other way. Police are investigating what caused the crash.
The collision happened just before midnight. It was a head-on crash involving a cargo train and a packed intercity line. Authorities say the force of the impact was so strong that the front two carriages of the passenger train were almost completely destroyed, with fires breaking out in many others. Around 350 people were on board the service from Athens to the northern city of Thessaloniki at the time. Those who escaped with their lives described the chaos when the two trains collided. We heard a big bang. It was 10 nightmarish seconds. We were thrown around in the wagon, eventually falling on our sides. The commotion stopped. Then there was panic, cables everywhere. The fire was immediate. As we were rolling, we were burning. Fire was everywhere. As we landed, a fire erupted right next to us. This man, he saw a hole, so we managed to get out through there. Emergency teams and rescue crews worked through the night and in the thick smoke, searching for survivors. Scouring each broken carriage by torchlight for signs of life. And the bodies of those killed in the crash. It's a huge operation involving more than 150 firefighters and 40 ambulances. The rescue work continuing into the morning, with specialist equipment also deployed to help clear the debris. It's not yet known what caused the collision, but it is already being described as the worst train accident in Greek history.
Let's get more from Daphne Tollis. She's a journalist based in Greece. So welcome to DW, Daphne. Talk us through what happened.
Good morning from Athens. Unfortunately, I will start with the news that the death toll has risen to 36 people as at this moment. So last night on the Tuesday around 7:30, the train departed Athens and was traveling to Thessaloniki, north of Greece. And around 4 hours after departure, it made a short stop for 15 minutes, and then the service resumed again, and the collision occurred. It was a head-on collision with a cargo train. The passenger train was carrying around 350 people. I'm saying around because that's what the railway company said at the beginning. At the statement that they issued, they said there was about 350 passengers on board at the time of the collision. So far, yes, the rescue operations and search and rescue operations are still ongoing on the site, because the first two carriages of the train were completely or almost completely destroyed. The regional governor of the Thessaly region said on TV that these three carriages burst into flames after the collision.
And have rescuers managed to find all the people who were travelling on this train? As you were speaking, we are now looking at pictures from the scene.
Well, they are still looking for any survivors that might be under the wreckage, because this whole scene is like a disaster, especially because of all these two carriages were completely destroyed. It means that maybe some people are under the wreckage. There were cranes brought in trying to lift part of the wreckage to see whether there's any survivors. So they haven't finished the rescue operations yet. They're still ongoing. Many people, of course, have been transported to the hospitals, injured people as well. And we're yet waiting to see whether there are going to be any more survivors or any more people that have died. Greece's Prime Minister is also heading to the region as well.
And people are bound to ask, how can it be that two trains travelling in the opposite can travel in the opposite directions on the same line?
This is indeed the question. It's unimaginable that two drivers are on the same line without knowing that they're on the same line. So now there will be a full investigation. The station master has been brought for questioning by the Greek authorities. Greece's railway system is aging. It needs modernizing. Many trains are traveling on single tracks. Signaling control systems, automatic control systems are yet to be installed in some areas. So we will know more after the investigation is complete.
OK, thank you for that, Daphne. Journalist Daphne Tollis in Greece.